Alrighty, so in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to use Matlab, how to set your path, import your data, and reference your data, as well as apply a high-pass filter, and how to change your sample rate, and also how to import your events list, extract your bin-based epics, and apply our channels locations. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and log into Blackboard. So let's do that now. Alright. And then just log in. And then once you're logged in, we're going to go to our class, which is Psych 433, Spring 2018, Section 1. And once you're there, we're going to go to Contact. And then from there, we're going to click on EEG Toolbox. And then go back, as well as go to some data, and then also download subject 41. As you can see, it's downloading right here. And then as well as go back, and as well as our events list VA. So while that is downloading in the background, we are then going to open our Matlab, which is going to be right here, Matlab R 2018A. So what Matlab stands for, it stands for Matrix Laboratory, if you guys didn't know. And then once that is opening up, we can go ahead and minimize this. And then we're going to create a folder on our desktop. As you can see, I already have mine created, but I'm just going to create another one to show you guys how to do it. So just on your desktop, you're going to right click, and then you're going to go to a new folder. So then this will pop up, and then you just name it, which it's best to name it as your class. Psych 44 2018, and then you go in there. And then we're going to go to our downloads. And as you can see, it's all right here. And then we're just going to move it all out. And there we go. Oops. There we go. And then we can exit out. And then we're just going to put that into our new folder we created, because we're going to be using these files later. So like that. Simple as that. And now we can go back to our Matlab. And what we're going to do first, and the first step we're always going to do every single time you open Matlab, no matter what, is we're going to set our path. And by that, how we do that, we're going to go to this little button right here where it says set path. And the reason why we have to go here is because we need to give Matlab the instructions or the directions of what we're going to do. And then when you see it says add folder and then add with subfolder. And we are going to do an add with subfolder because we're trying to get all of the files in there. So we're just going to go to our desktop, and then we're just going to click on the file. And then we're going to add the EEG lab into it, and then press open. And then with that, you can see that all of the files are in there. And then we're just going to press close, and then press no. And then right here, as you can see, is our command window, which basically is we're giving Matlab a command on what we want it to do. So what we're going to type in this command window is EEG lab, all lowercase, and then you're just going to press enter. And then as you can see, there's this little blue screen, which is also known as a GUI, which stands for Graphic User Interface, but we mainly just call it a GUI. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to import our subject 41 that we downloaded. So we're going to go to import data, then we're going to go using EEG lab functions and plugin, and then from there we're going to go to from BIOS semi PDF file, because if you didn't notice, the file that we downloaded was a PDF file. So we're going to click on that, and then we're just going to go back to our file where we have everything at, and then we're just going to import that. Alright, so then now there's another little blue screen that pops up, which just asks us a few questions. So it asks us channel list. So basically what that is just asking us any specific channels that we want to see. But at the moment we want to see them all, so we're going to leave that blank. And then data range, we're going to leave that blank as well because we want everything. And then right here where it says reference channels, this is where we're going to reference. We're going to reference channel 33 and 34. And those channels are your mastoids, which are behind your ears and a little bit like above the earlobes. And there's a little bone in the back. Those are your mastoids. Which the reason why we reference those is because you want to reference something more, you want to reference a brain site that's more neutral, and that's a perfect one to use. And those numbers are 33 and 34. And then after that, we're just going to click OK. And then once that is done, another screen is going to pop up asking us to save it. So now we're going to save it as a PDF file. So right now we're just going to name it subject 41. We're just going to put 41 in there. And then after that you can just press OK. And then as you can see, we named it. It's going to be right here, 41. And then also our reference, which is going to be the left mastoids and the right mastoid. And then from here, what we're going to do is going to apply a high-pass filter, which applying a high-pass filter of 1 hertz, which means everything above or higher we let pass through, and everything below or lower we get rid of. We want to clean up our data. So what we're going to do to apply that high-pass filter, we're going to go to Lab, and then we're going to go to filters and frequency tools. Then we're going to go to filter with EEG data. And then we're going to have this lovely screen. And with that, since we're applying a high pass filter, we are going to click the high pass and make sure this is on. As you can see, it is clicked. And make sure the low pass is off, which it is. And then we're just going to press apply. And then with doing that, we are going to be asked to save our changes. As you can see, we still have a 41. And it's best to save your every change you do with the name of what you did to it. So right now we are at subject 41, and then we're going to put 0.1 hertz because we applied a high pass filter at 0.1 hertz. And then we also just want to click this box, and then we're going to copy this and then paste it because we want to save it as a file. The reason why we do that is just in case sometimes the program crashes or sometimes things go wrong or you lose your data, and it's best to have it saved because you can just go right back to the step instead of starting all over again, which can be really frustrating. So this is really handy. So you always want to save all your changes, and we're just going to press OK. All right, so then now that our file is saved, you can see right here the change that we did. Now that it's saved, we are now going to downsample our data. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Tools, then we're going to go to Change Sampling Rate. Then, as you can see, it says 1024. We're going to delete that because that number is just way too big. And we kind of want to just like make it, we just want to downsample it to make it easier. So we're going to use 256. And then you're just going to press OK to apply it. As you can see, it's working down here. It's going to take like not that long, like 30 seconds, if that. Oh, look, perfect. And then, since we downsized it, we are going to then rename it. We're going to put an underscore. We're going to name 256 hertz, and then do the same thing. We're going to copy that, click that box, and paste it there, and then press OK. And then, as you can see, look, just like what I was saying, we had a problem. So that's okay because we saved it. So what we can do, we can just press don't send, and we're just going to have to reopen Matlab. But now we don't have to start all over. We can just go back to where we left off. One thing that we always have to do is set our path. So we're just going to do that real quick. And then go to add what subfolders. And then go to desktop. And go to there. And then open it. Close. No. EEG lab. And then we enter. And then, since we're not going to just import our subject and start from the beginning, we're still going to go to File, but we're going to do Load Existing Data Set. So we just click on that, and then we just go to where we left off, which is right here. And then we just click on it, and then we're back to where we left off. And since we're here now, we're going to import our events list. And the reason for the events list is it's just so we can let the system, let Matlab know our possible outcomes of what experiment we conducted. So then we're just going to go to ERP lab. Then we're going to go to event list, and we're going to create EEG events list. Simple, right? All right, so since we clicked on that, now we're going to go to advanced because we need to load it in. So we want to go to load right here, load list. So we just click on that, and we're going to go to our desktop where our files are. So keeping everything in one folder makes it a lot easier. So we're just going to click on that. We're going to click on events list, and then we're going to go to advanced events list right here. And then now that is in, we're just going to press apply. And while that's being applied, we're just also going to press apply again. And then we're going to save it. But as you can see, I already put the E list, so events list. So we're just going to copy that and then paste it right there for you. And then after, we're just going to save it. All right, so now it's saved right here for us. And then our next step we're going to do is we need to extract our bin-based epics. So for that, we're going to go to ERP Lab, and then we're going to go to extract bin-based epics. And then we're going to change, well, as you can see, mine's already set to -200 to 1,500. But if yours isn't, you just can go in and just type it in. And make sure there's a space between. You always want that space. So it's -200 milliseconds to 1,500 milliseconds. And then we're just going to press run. And then while that's running, we got to save it again. And as you can see, I already put BE, which is bin-based epics. And we just do what we've been doing. And then we're going to press OK. It might crash again, but if so, it's fine. Oh, see, it did. And it's fine because we can just go back. Just go back to where we left off. Alrighty, so now we're going to go to set path, add what sub folder, we're setting our path again, and then the more you do it, honestly, it becomes a lot easier, of course. You know, practice makes perfect, and there we go. Alright, and then we're just going to load that back in. And we left off right here. Bins-based epics. And there we are. Voila. And then as you can see, our reference is still there. We still haven't applied our channel location, as you can see. So we're going to do that right now. So we're going to go. And we're going to go to tools. And we're going to do, edit. And we're going to go to channel locations. And then we're just going to press OK. And then hit OK again. Just leave everything how it is. We don't mess with that. And then there it is. We have our channel location. It says yes. But as you can see, our reference is gone. It's unknown. So that sometimes will happen. If that does, just make sure you look at it, because if later on down the line you're gonna have problems. But it's simple. All you have to do is just go to your tools, and where it says Rereference, you're just gonna go to Rereference, and then you're just gonna go right here, and you're just gonna put in again, no biggie. And then just put that, and then press OK. And then you can save it again. So just copy and then paste, and then voila, you're done. Oh no. See, look, now we have another problem. See what I mean? That will do it, but it's fine. This is why we keep saving our stuff. And to be honest, you just have to have a lot of patience with this program. And just because, you never know, sometimes things just won't work. Or literally the little mistake that you do can ruin everything. And it'll just mess up everything for you. But honestly, this is where your patience come in. And now we're just going to do all this again. Real quick. There we go. And then we just load. See, it's simple. And we're loading that back in. And then voila. Look at everything there. Our channel locations are on. Our reference are there. Our epics right here. And then the name of our file is here. And there you go. And next step you can do is you can start doing your ICA and then rejecting your artifacts and so forth. You can do so much stuff. But yeah, alrighty.